Hey, what's up guys? Speedy Vargas here, and today we are going to be working on some wheels. We have a set of BBS RS2 wheels. These are series, I believe 718s on the rears and 717s on the front. I have bought these a little while ago, and I thought I was going to be using them on my Centaur Blue B5, but the plans have changed for that. And now these will be the wheels I'm going to be using on the EXO S4 build. But one thing is the EXO S4 is going to be blue, and I don't think this is going to look any good on a blue car. So we are going to disassemble them and take them down to Jeff Powder Coating, which is my guy that does all the powder coating for me, so he can sandblast them and re-powder coat them. We also got all new hardware. Like all these bolts, we got a new, different color, and we also have new center caps, like hold on, like that, and this part goes in there. So this, I got a new one that I'm gonna be using, and it should all match really good once it's all done. So stay tuned and stay to the end so you can see the finished product when it's all done. All right guys, so here we have the wheels. When I bought these, they already came powder coated in this color with the silver powder coating on the barrel and the lip, and then I think this is like a burnt browns or something like that is what it's called. And it was already this color, but when I got it, the center caps, these weren't powder coated yet. These were silver. The guy, I guess when he sent them, he didn't have these ready to go, so he just did this and he gave me these in silver. So if you can see, it doesn't match perfectly, so that's one of the other reasons why I didn't want to use them anymore, and I wanted to get these coated again by the guy that I usually use, and I know will do a good job. So it should be really easy to take apart since they already been taken apart. I don't think they used any Loctite or anything like that. Let's see if I'm right or wrong once we start. If they did use the Loctite, which is what they should have used, it's gonna be really hard to get these bolts out, but we'll try it and see how it goes. Yep, no Loctite. They just straight up bolt them back on the wheel with no Loctite. So when we're putting them back together, we'll do it properly, where we torque them to the correct specification and also use some Loctite on them. Just like I thought on these. If you guys saw where I was loosening them up, there were some of them that they were loose that I can just start turning them with no problem. Some of them were really tight, then other ones were halfway tight, which I definitely don't think they used the torque wrench at all on them. So I'm glad I'm redoing all this anyways, so I won't have any problems down the line. All right, so that does it. We have them apart. If you are doing this yourself and you've never done it, you want to be really careful when you're taking out your bolts, especially if you're planning on reusing them, because these are titanium bolts, so they break really easy and they're really expensive to replace. I know that because, like I said, I have all new hardware and I'm going to be reusing these on a different set of wheels. On these, they came out with no problems because somebody had already worked on these and they didn't put them back properly. But usually, nobody has touched them. They're gonna have the Loctite. So what you're gonna want to use is grab maybe like a little propane torch like this and heat it from the back right here, where the threads are or where the bolt will go in. Just heat it up right here a little bit with the torch, and that will make that Loctite loosened up a little bit, and then you'll be able to get these out without breaking them, because that's exactly what happened on the other set that I'm going to be using. These is somebody took them apart and they broke, I think, about 9 or 10 bolts on each wheel when they were taking them apart, and the broken pieces were in here. So I actually had to come in and take away all the broken pieces and see if I can find bolts. But at the end, it played out good because I got all new hardware for this, and I'm gonna be using this hardware on that other set of wheels. And I'm not gonna bore you by taking all of those apart. It'll be exactly the same process. So I'll just see you guys when I take them down to get powder coated, and then pick them up and reassemble them with the new hardware and the new center caps. So here we have the set of BBS wheels that I was talking about. These are BBS RS771s. These are 16s by 6.5. These came stock on the Volkswagen's Wolfsburg edition. And like I said, the guy started taking them apart because he was gonna paint them, and he broke most of these bolts off. So he just brought them over to me so I can scrap them. But I mean, they're BBS wheels, so I wasn't about to scrap them or throw them away. So I took all the broken bolts out, sent them to my guy to get repowder coated, and now I got hardware to go with it and complete it. So what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of medium strength thread locker on it. It's just a tiny bit. Kind of like that. When you put it in, it'll go to wherever it needs to be. So all right, it looks like I'm gonna be missing one because I believe these only have the RS2s, the 718s only have 15 bolts, and this takes 16. So I have to sort one out, or I'm not sure if on the other hardware I order 16s, and I will have one extra one that I'll be able to use on here. But you just want to snug them down with your hand, or like I did with the power tool. And then of course you want to use a torque wrench, and from what I know, you want to set it to, let's get it, 35. It's 35 when they're used, and I believe it's 42 when they're brand new. So these are used, we're reusing them, so we want to do it at 35. And again, this is just how I'm doing it. Make sure you guys look up your correct torques specifications. Don't go from what I'm doing on the torques. It's always better that you do your own research and you know what it's supposed to be torqued to. And I believe there's not a pattern to follow here. All you want to do is cross, like go one and cross the other one. You want to make sure you get them all. The good thing is on my torque, it tells me how many bolts I already done. So it's 15, and we know we got 15 here, so we're good. That's it. Now we're just gonna wait for these other ones, to come back from powder coating, and we'll do the same process. Put them back together and put the all new hardware and new center caps and see how they look. All right. That's how they look. And I think they look really good. To think they were gonna go into the garbage. Would you throw them away now? What do you guys think? It was a good decision to keep them or no? Comment below. All right, guys. So we have the wheels back from powder coating. For you guys watching this video, it was probably a 2-second wait time. For me, it was actually 2 weeks since we took a big batch of wheels and other parts to get powder coated, and in between those wheels we had 4 sets of wheels that were customer car or customer wheels. So we actually prefer to get those done right away and finish the customer stuff first, and then mine were left for last. But no matter what, here they are, and they turned out beautiful, and they are done properly by Jeff at Jeff Powder Coating. Let me show you what we got. All right, so here we go. We got these finished in a glossy black on the barrel and the lip, and then the center, it's satin black. And as you guys can see, he did them properly. On the other guy that did the powder coating before, they powder coated here, and there's threads in here because the center caps thread on to this, and before I couldn't get them in properly. They will cross thread or not fit properly. Now they're gonna fit perfectly. And also, see that? That's the way to do it. Not like on the previous guy, only tape where the holes were, and not properly. And like I said before, we have all new hardware for these, and here it is. Look at that. These are titanium, and I believe they're anodized blue. Not powder coated, but anodized. So these will look awesome. So let's put them together and see how they turn out. Okay, so we are going to start, and what we want to make sure is the hole where the valve stem goes into, align it where it's supposed to, because it's bigger on the face. It's different than the other ones, and that's exactly where I'm going to start with putting the bolt where the valve stem goes to. And I also replaced the O-ring on there since I didn't want to have any leaks, because when I just got them, it was leaking. That was one of the issues that I was having. Okay, so I'm gonna start at 35 and then go to 42, which is what I believe is the right torque spec on brand new bolts. But again, don't go from what I'm doing. These are my personal wheels, so if I mess anything up, it's my wheel, so it's okay. So you do your own research. Okay guys, unfortunately my gimbal died when I was finishing torquing all the bolts, but I'm back with the gimbal. I already did the 35 and then the 42, so it's all set and ready. And then this is how they would go. And then that's what I was saying, if you have anything here like powder coat, this will not go in there so easy. It wouldn't even go. Like before, I couldn't even get it tight. But that's it right there. But I think it looks really good. But look at these things. Get around, you guys. Look at that. They're not in the best of shape. And this one, I just painted this in black to see how it would look. It was chrome. And I don't like the chrome, and plus they're in really bad shape. So I got a different center cap that I watched on, or I looked at it for the first time online, and I really liked it. And then I just started searching and searching until I was able to find a set and purchase it. Bam. How was that? These are not plastic. This is, the whole thing is aluminum. And I think it's going to look really good. Take this off. Just wind it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Nice. We got all new hardware. And that center cap, I think, just finishes the whole job and makes it look really good. What do you guys think? Now, I just gotta mount the tires and see how it'll look. All right, so here is the finished product. I didn't want to bore you guys installing the tire stickers. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know how to do it, but there she is. The tire was a real pain to install, but I think it looks really good. What do you guys think? Might need a little bit of cleaning, but other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that I used to do this, or like this billet center cap, just contact me on my Instagram account and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have about this. And if you guys like this video, please let me have a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and we got a lot more videos to come.